Now let's take one or two questions and let us see how we can deal with sort of formula easily. In WAEC objective 2017, okay, you have this question: D equals 6 over x minus 1 over 2. Now, who are we looking for? X. So we are trying to make x a subject of formula. So we have two sides to this question, the left-hand side and the right-hand side, surely. But our x, where is it at? Obviously, it's at our right-hand side of the equation. So that means we must chase away every other person disturbing Mr. X, because we want Mr. X to be a landlord. We want him to be the owner of his own site. We don't want anybody to share with Mr. X. So we have to send everybody to the other side of the equation. And how do you do that? You have to observe that the first person or the first thing limiting Mr. X from exploring is the square root sign. Is the what? The square root sign. So the first thing we have to take away is, let us lift the bondage that Mr. X is under, which is the what? The square root. How do we remove that? Remember we did that initially. So we what? We square both sides, okay? Because we know when we square both sides, okay, the square will fight the what? The root, and Mr. X will be getting his liberation part by part. So we square both sides. That means we have this d of squared. Then we have 6 over x minus y over 2 squared. So squaring both sides, okay? So we have our d squared. Then your squared cancels your root, like we established earlier. So what do we have? 6 over x minus y over 2. So the first person disturbing Mr. X from exploring himself is what? The root, and that has been terminated. That's a good first step. What's the next step? Mr. X is here, okay, is present in this story building here. But is it present in this story building here? No, Mr. X isn't present here. So wherever Mr. X is not present, let us send it to the other side. Okay, so X is here, but X is not here. So let us send this person to the other side. This person here, is he a bad guy or a good guy? I told you your negative is what? A bad guy, and your positive is what? The good guy. But when a negative y over 2 crosses, it changes to the what? To the good guy. After we have sent this away, who are we having here? We're having Mr. X in this particular story building. So how do we liberate Mr. X from this place? Well, there are different ways to that, but because of my reference later, I would like to address it this way. Let us make this a singular fraction. Once we make it a singular fraction, then we can easily what? Cross multiply, and we are watching out for Mr. X, okay, to be liberated. How? The LCM is what? Is 2. 1 into 2, 2 times this square is 2d squared, plus 2 into 1, 1 times y is y, equals 6 over x. Okay, like I said earlier, now you can what? Cross multiply. So x times the whole of this, we have it to be what? Equals 2 times